Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191 with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Dr. Drew, and he is Adam Carolla, and he is not here. How about that? But I'm lucky enough to be here with Crystal Method.
Hey!
Oh, he just walked in. How about that?
That's right.
That scared you.
Hi. Oh, no, I got to get in the throne. Scott, Ken, how are you?
What's up, Adam?
Doing well.
All right, y'all. Let's get rocking and rolling. Let's play some tunes. What are we doing? Traffic? What's going on? Oh, baby. The Crystal Method is here, guys. We've been on the show a handful of times. Actually, last time the Crystal Method was here, they brought in Holly Body, I believe. Wait a minute. Well, it was a good time for one and all, especially Drew and the frames of his glasses. All right, let's talk about the band. Drew, did you bone up? What about the new CD? What's going on with the tour?
Community service tour.
Ah,
And
yes.
Look, this is where they're going to be on the back. Lots of our cities.
Oh,
Chicago,
really?
July 4th.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Crystal, now let's see. Crystal Method, you guys came on the show when first? Was it 3 years ago?
Probably about 2 years ago when our album first came out.
And these are the guys who lived in my old adopted hometown of La Crescenta.
We keep telling ourselves we're going to bring you some food.
I cannot believe I forgot again. The La Cabanita.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go by there and bring you guys some food tonight, but I completely flaked again.
You have never had Mexican food like this La Cabanita, but they moved a time or two, and I'm not exactly sure where they are. But I do know Crystal Method had a bomb shelter in their front yard.
Yes.
And what else? What am I missing? We got when does the tour start?
Tour starts
July 4th.
this Sunday.
Oh, it does, and that would be in Chicago, and then Detroit.
We're playing the X Games tomorrow night in San Francisco, but.
Now, what about? You guys, music has fit in quite nicely with all of this X stuff that's been going on just in the last couple of years. You know what I mean? Hasn't it?
Yeah, works out good.
I mean, what I mean is
I haven't heard any of our music on the Man Show yet, though. Maybe we can hook that up before the end of the night.
We're weaving it in. That's why I'm late.
Oh, yeah, where's my script?
Oh, yeah, I got a script. We're putting Drew in the show tomorrow. He's playing a proctologist. Oh, Drew, it's going to be great. You'll love it. And Drew, they wanted you there for rehearsal, but I said, Drew, it's one take Drew. He does not need rehearsal.
That's very nice.
So we need you there at 7:45 in the morning, though. We should wrap you out by 9 o'clock. You'll be able to get to the studio. All right, do we want to hear something?
I think we should.
A song actually just concluded on K-Rock.
Oh, a Crystal Method song?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Well, then we'll save it a little bit.
A few minutes, yeah.
All right, so we'll go to some calls?
Yeah.
Emily.
Yes.
You are 46?
Fortunately, well, I guess it's cold, yes.
Yeah, what's going on?
I have a son. He's not quite 13. He's 12, and he's totally addicted to your show. I mean, he stays up late.
Boy.
School year, couldn't get him to go to sleep. He thinks you guys are God. Anything you say goes, and he says he's totally addicted, and he doesn't want to go away to camp or vacation because he's going to miss your show.
Oh, really?
Yep.
How about I'll compromise? I'll go to camp. He can come in and fill in for me. Where are we going? Down to the lake?
Yeah, well, he'd be great.
The river.
Yeah, I mean, I've learned a lot. We listen together now.
Really?
That's good.
When I found out he was listening, I just hopped into bed, and we just started listening together.
I love that. That is the show's highest compliment.
Oh, you two in the same bed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Adam, come on.
Oh, come on, Drew.
But it's a way to communicate and share ideas and stuff, that stuff that young people don't.
Anyway, I think
12, though. Come on.
that I think that you should be on the curriculum for middle school kids.
Ooh, really?
Absolutely.
And junior college students, because I think it's the same curriculum. All right, thanks, Emily.
Where are you calling from, Emily?
DC.
That's a good city.
So
yeah, WHFS.
Yeah.
Love DC.
He's addicted to your show?
Well, maybe give him tapes. Make him go to sleep earlier.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And I always get a little worried about 12 and 13-year-old listening to this show, but if you're listening with you,
Yes.
I think that's fantastic. Well, because you can then interpret what he's hearing for him and help him understand and come to terms with that. That's fantastic.
Talk about
Yeah. How's that going to work? Adam's making his 150th whack-off joke of the first hour. What Adam is really saying here, his penis is a metaphor for... oh, man. I think he just whacks off a lot, honey. Don't end up like him.
At least he's not suing the radio station like that mom did with the Austin Powers doll.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That was the most ridiculous thing ever.
What happened?
She's suing the manufacturers of the doll?
Yeah,
or
because
Mike Myers?
it says, what does it say? Like,
Well, there were two
Are you
two
horny?
versions
Are
of
you
the
horny?
doll
Yes.
made, one for adult, one for kids, and they sent the wrong batch to Toys R Us.
and the kid came up and asked the mom, "What does horny mean?" And so she was it was the most disgraceful, disgusting thing that she's ever had to live through, and now she's suing for millions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
Because her son heard this word.
As a matter of fact, horny is one of those words that only really means horny. I mean, people don't say amorous or aroused. I mean, even adults in proper company would probably say horny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Justin's talking to himself.
Okay, Justin,
Yes?
what's going on?
Much.
All right, have the voices stopped?
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on?
Well, every time I have sex with my girlfriend, within like 2 to 3 minutes, her vagina swells shut. Like, you can't go anymore.
Yeah.
It's like an auto chastity belt.
Does it
The
swell shut? Or
neighbor has to turn the hose on him to get them apart.
does it swell shut or clamp shut?
Well, it's not really clamp shut.
I mean, does she complain that it feels like it's burning and swelling?
Yeah, and you can't get it in. I mean, it's
I
like,
understand your perception is you can't get in, and that's all you're concerned with.
well, that's not all I'm concerned with. I mean, we've been going out for over a year and a half, and,
What is her experience of this?
huh?
What is her
Drew,
experience?
don't drift off.
What is her experience of this?
There you go.
She gets really, like, defensive about it if I say anything to her or anything like that.
Would you ask her, what are you experiencing? Is it pain, burning? Is it pain?
About that and stuff, and we try to figure out if there's anything we could do, and that was another reason why I called, to see if there's anything about,
How long have you guys been physically intimate?
probably about 6 months,
And how long has this been happening for?
the whole time. I mean,
The whole time. So, but it's after a few minutes of intercourse that it swells shut.
yeah.
And does it swell shut with you in there?
Well, most of the time, but I just, like, can't go anymore, so we stop, and we both get,
You can't go anymore because it swells shut?
basically, yeah.
Does it dry up?
Not really, but it's just so tight, we can't go anymore.
Yeah, so that's clamping shut. Yeah. That's usually due to anxiety and being nervous.
Okay,
And how old is she?
17.
Yeah, she may not be as ready to do all this as you.
6 months now,
Right.
though.
How many times regularly in that 6 months?
No, we've only tried, like, 10, 15 times, because she gets all mad about it, and she doesn't want to anymore.
Yeah.
Is she religious, or did something happen to her?
No, not that I know of.
Has she been with other guys?
No, first.
You guys use a condom?
Yeah.
All right, so what should she do? Go to a gynecologist?
Well, for sure. If they're sexually active, she should be seeing somebody. That's part of doing appropriate health care for a 17-year-old that's sexually active. So definitely that needs to be looked at. Definitely she should discuss that with her doctor. Maybe a different kind of condom. Maybe she's latex allergic. That happens.
Oh, that might be it.
Maybe, animal skin type thing.
All right,
but most probably...
Don't try to figure it out. Just go to the gynecologist,
Yeah, most
right?
probable is that she's anxious and nervous and not really ready to do all this.
What is that reaction called?
Vaginismus.
And that's where it starts to tense up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I get that, but with my ass.
And
Is
what
that
happens?
possible?
You know what happens?
The guy goes shooting across the room like a bar of soap. Andrew?
Yeah.
And the floor of the bathroom can really be slick sometimes. He hit his head on one of the urinals. I mean, it's tough. Andrew? Yeah, all right. So you're 19. What's happening?
None much, man. I just have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I masturbate like 4 or 5 times a day, and
For Adam, he really has a better judge of these sorts of behaviors than I am.
I have a, pardon the pun, I have a better handle on the masturbatory questions. And yeah, 4 or 5 times a day.
and
Seems a little light, but go ahead. Maybe sick, I don't know.
well, what the problem is really is that
like after the first time, it just goes. And then,
Are you masturbating right now?
no.
Well, imagine what he sounds like when he is masturbating.
No.
Yeah. 4 or 5 times a day, and what's the problem?
It just, like after the first time, it just takes forever to do it. Like I could reach the second peak to do it again.
Right.
Blow my wad or whatever. It takes like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and you can't spend that kind of time on your penis. You have a book to write. There's movies to review. There's the opera, the theater. What are you doing that you're so busy you can't put another 15 minutes on the penis?
Well, no, it's just because, it doesn't take up...
Okay, well, let's do it this way. Let's say this for a minute. Let's replace, and everyone expects sperm to be magical, but let's replace sperm with urine, or let's say doo-doo, or something like that. Now, if I was saying, hey, I got a real problem here, Drew. I took a pee, and I tried to pee again like 2 minutes later, and almost nothing came out. So I had to drink a 6-pack, and then like 20 minutes later, I peed again. But then after that, I had to wait another 5 minutes to pee, and not as much came out again.
Right, same thinking.
Yeah, okay, Tardo. You've just drained yourself. Do you know what I mean? Is there a big mystery?
No, I think people believe there's just an endless supply of this magical production system.
Right.
It's just unrepleting. It's just
right. It's like solar energy.
Yes.
It's not a fossil fuel. It's infinite.
Yeah.
Magic wand, make my penis grow.
All right, so Andrew, why don't you? I'll tell you what. Don't do it for a day, or for you, even don't do it for 2 hours, and I guarantee you'll snap right back to normal. Keith?
Yeah, what's up?
You're 20.
Yeah. I had a question about the Man Show, Adam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The Man Show's on right now, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I forgot about that.
Taping it though, so it's all good.
You're taping it? Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's on at 10 and 10:30 tonight. It's a double Man Show episode. What's going on there, Keith?
Actually, I was just wondering how I can get tickets to the Man Show, because I'm going to be in LA in August, and I want to see...
It says here you have a crystal method question.
Oh, yeah.
This is
wants to get tickets to our show also.
That's one of our producers calling right now.
Well, no, I'm kind of close to San Francisco, so I could check you guys out at the X Games, but you guys were on a video game for a PlayStation, right?
We were on a few. We've been on a few, yeah.
For PlayStation?
Can you get that on a CD, the tracks that are on there, because they're really good?
Yeah, all the music that are on any games or whatever is music that's been previously released.
There were some remixes on the N2O game that were released on like singles or 12 inches, but you should be able to pick them up. Check out our check out our website. I think we probably have.
Okay, right.
We have an entire.
That's thecrystalmethod.com.
Yeah, they're like B-sides and stuff.
Yeah, but come to the show in San Francisco at the end of July and come to our bus, and we'll try to hook you up with what you need.
Definitely cool.
Maybe do your laundry.
All right, Keith?
Okay.
Man Show. Yeah, we're not taping in August.
Oh, you're not?
No, just through July.
Okay.
All right, so you have to either come out earlier or wait a little while.
Okay, right on. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, but watching on TV is just like being there.
Oh, of course. That Fast Times thing last week, that was probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, thank you, Keith.
Jimmy and the bikini.
I appreciate it. Yeah, he's not the right guy to put in a bikini, that Jimmy. I don't know if you've seen him.
I've not quite gotten over that.
Yeah, it's a wood killer. Rachel?
Hi.
You're 21.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
Well, I had a boyfriend all through high school, so probably about 4 years, and he was probably my first real boyfriend, and it was emotionally and not physically, but mentally abusive. And out of that relationship, we had a son, and through about 9 months after I had him, I couldn't take the cheating, I couldn't take the mind games anymore, so we broke up, and about 9 months ago, I started dating someone else, and I really, really care about him, and he does all the things like a man should do, and but the only thing is he doesn't really accepts my son, but he has problems because the father's still in the life.
How old is your new boyfriend?
He's 23.
Yeah. It's a tall order for young guys.
Yeah, I realize that.
Some guys are into it and okay with it.
Yeah, I figured it'd be okay because I don't want any responsibilities from him. I don't ask him to change diapers, and nothing. Just be his friend, just read books, play with him. It's just really hard to get him to do that. So.
Were you guys living together?
No, but.
I actually think it's better if he'd not get involved with the child, unless you know for a fact he's going to be around at least another 5 years.
So
it is quite damaging, potentially at least, for the child to get involved with somebody that's gone after a few months or even a few years.
Well, practically that's how it is. I see him at night. He comes over to help me with my homework or just hang out. Or I see him on the weekends. We don't really do things together with my baby, and it's kind of hard to separate my time with him because he just gets my little tiny spare time, and it kind of upsets him. But then again, should he compromise or should I don't know what to do.
Well, what did I just say though?
Well, don't get the kid too connected with the guy unless you think he's going to be there for the long haul.
Unless you know he's going to be there for the long haul.
But here's the deal, Rachel, and I hate to have to say this, but this is why you don't have kids or a kid when you're young in a crappy relationship, because what you're saying is how do I live my life without sort of compromising it? And the answer is you can't. I mean, you have a young kid, it's going to cut into your social life, your dating. There's going to be guys that are going to be upset by that or not willing to go along with it. I mean, it's like saying, I'm undergoing chemotherapy and I don't feel great. Right. It's like, oh, well, that's the deal. That's part of it. Not that the kid's a cancer, but it's certainly a huge responsibility, and part of that is going to cut into your normal 21-year-old life. And it's going to take a real special guy to hang in there, and maybe this guy isn't that guy. Until then, you just sort of work around it and don't leave him alone.
Don't leave.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Don't let him get too connected. Yeah. As a matter of fact, what's his name?
I don't want to say his name.
Well.
Because he listens to your show.
Well, he doesn't know who you're talking about. He probably think you're cheating with another guy if you don't say his name. What's his name? Come on.
Scott.
Scott? Yeah. Okay. Call him Larry in front of the child.
My son is like 2 and 2 months, and he is just very, very smart. He picks up on everything. He knows who he is, and he likes him.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't know more than we're just friends because we don't hug and kiss and lay all over each other.
Right.
One of my other friends, my other guy friends. So he doesn't know anything differently.
All right.
My friends all say, well, just forget him and just be a mom to the baby, and he is my life. But I just like to have someone else to talk to other than just my son.
Yeah, I understand that. So you just continue on. Don't put too much pressure on your man, and just play by ear. I mean, it'll work its way out. You don't have to make any decisions right now. We're going to do something we've never done in Loveline history. We're going to break just a little bit early.
Oh, why?
Because I'm hungry.
Oh, dude.
I've been waiting on this food all night long. All right. Take a little break. Who we going to talk to when we come back, Drew?
Cameron.
Cameron can't ejaculate during sex or masturbation. Can only have an orgasm when he sleeps. We'll figure this out after this. This is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Ken and Scott are both here from, the hell's the name of the band now?
I don't know.
The Crystal Method, or Crystal Method. It's not the Crystal Method, is it?
The Crystal Method, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
CCM.
Well, all right. Crystal Method has got a big tour coming up. They got a hot new record that came out 5 years ago. It's called Vegas. Well, it's a testament to the band's success that they haven't made another record because they've just been touring and playing and playing and touring.
We've been in the studio for the past 6 months.
A lot of people we've met, they said, my friend stole my CD, so we're getting everyone a chance to buy the second one and buy it again, get reacquainted with it.
When are you going in the studio?
Well, we have been in the studio for the past, I don't know,
we have
6
our own
months.
studio, actually.
I know, it's in the bomb shelter.
Yes.
No, it's in the garage.
And we've been in the studio, and we're going to go out for a month and hopefully just get inspired to go back into the studio.
Now, have you guys done any soundtrack work?
We, the only track we've done specifically for a movie was the track we do, The Filter.
Right.
But we've had a lot of songs on soundtracks, but it was stuff that was on the album or older stuff.
You know, as I was saying at the top of the show, and this just isn't just a lip service, but it seems like, you know, the timing just couldn't have been better. I mean, in terms of not only do you have people show up at the shows and sell CDs, but you got the music playing on video games. You have the music playing at all these extreme stuff and these X games, all this sort of in-your-face kind of, you know, skateboarding and inlining and all. It's like become a soundtrack to this sort of phase that we've entered in America, and that's good.
That's good.
I mean, more places and more money. All right, Drew. Let me say something about smelt eggs. Changing gears for a second here. Smelt eggs.
Those are the orange ones?
Yeah, there's two things.
Oh, yeah,
and a lot of you people from all parts of the country aren't familiar with smelt eggs. They're
great.
Hold on a second now, wise ass.
I'll eat that piece of sushi.
Pick the smelt eggs off, but don't eat the sushi. I can't really tolerate sushi because I'm a pussy, but I like the California roll because it's nothing but avocado and rice.
I'm so there with you.
And that is my favorite. I love avocado. I love rice. And it's got like a little cooked crab in it. Yeah. And so whenever someone orders sushi, I just go, give me a pile of California roll. So we did that at the office. I took it with me to work because I was running late. But here's the deal. Smelt eggs are these little bright orange eggs that must come out of a smelt's ass, Drew.
Yeah.
And exactly 50% of sushi places sprinkle them on top of the California roll. But what happens is you get used to eating at your sushi place and they don't put smelt eggs on it. Then you go across the street and you order California roll and here comes the smelt eggs. And it seems like they pile it on extra high. You know, anything you don't like is piled on that much
cilantro.
That much higher. Yeah.
I hate that
You
weed.
get a goddamn orchard of cilantro because you don't like cilantro.
If you help me take out the cilantro, I'll help do what I can to take out that smell.
Here's all I'm asking for: consistency. Either we all eliminate smelt eggs from the California roll, or we all put them on. In which case, I will say to them when I'm ordering, no smelt eggs. But I don't see them coming, and I get blindsided by the smelt eggs. I'm all right with the sesame seeds.
Is that like an anthem playing in the background?
Yeah. And while we're on restaurants, I need all you bastards to agree on one iced tea. Because I show up at a restaurant, I order iced tea. I think I'm getting iced tea, but oh no, this is passion fruit.
Tangerine flavored iced tea.
Yeah. No, it's not. This is tangerine drink. This is not iced tea. I mean, when you order coffee, when you order milk, when you order Coke, you know exactly what you're getting. But when you order iced tea, baby, you are rolling the dice every time. And you never quite know. And here's the bad one. You order the iced tea. It's the passion fruit, tangerine, raspberry surprise, and just out of habit, you put in two things that equal. You're stirring it up, then you take a sip off it, and it tastes like you just sucked on a bottle of saccharin because it was pre-sweetened. Some sweetened, some not sweetened. We need to standardize iced tea. We really do, and the California roll. And when I'm elected, that's going to be one of my first orders of business.
I think you're going to have somebody call up and complain now.
Yeah. Hey, what you said about those unboard smelt eggs? Cameron?
Yeah.
Smelt eggs are bait, are they not, Drew?
Yeah.
I don't know. They're good.
All right, I'm trying to wipe them off. Go ahead. What's going on there, Cameron? Oh, yeah. You can't ejaculate.
Oh, yeah, that's my problem. Thanks for taking my call, by the way.
No.
Yeah, my problem is, ever since, like, I can remember, I never started masturbating just because I never, like, had that sensation. And when I first started becoming sexually active, I noticed that I wouldn't ever ejaculate. I just keep going. And I'd actually, like, fake orgasm. And then after that, I don't know, it was a really uncomfortable, situation because she knew that I didn't ejaculate because it's hard to fake.
Well, because you wanted to cuddle, you didn't want to watch TV, and weren't hungry.
That's right.
How did you fake it? How'd that go?
I don't know, just like, gasping, and I've never had an orgasm before
but did you make the sound, or
no?
The sound it makes?
He's never been awake when he doesn't know.
Oh, yeah, you ought to hear that. Every time he orgasms, he goes...
So,
like guys? Oh, yes.
So, Cameron, do you have wet dreams?
Yeah, I have them pretty often, and I just started getting more concerned about it because, like, in the past 4 days, I've had 3 of them.
3 wet dreams.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I've never had orgasm when I'm awake, ever in my life.
3 wet dreams in 4 days?
Yeah. I've had to change the sheets every time.
Can you remember what you were dreaming about? Was it?
Yeah. It's really not even that sexual. It's just like a sensation, and then I'm half awake when it happens usually, and then I just kind of like start thrusting, and then it happens. But I can't do it when I'm masturbating. I just can't get that sensation.
Start thrusting.
So you've never masturbated?
Oh, I've tried.
Yeah, you tried.
But nothing
Sounds like you're just
successful.
really self-conscious. You can't relax enough or be okay with an orgasm while you're awake.
Are you on any medication?
No, I'm not.
What do you do, Drew? Do you hook them up to something?
I just think this is something that'll work itself out, I would think.
Really?
Well,
Drew, how could you induce a semen to come out of a man, like through some sort of electronic stimulation or one of those things they put on dairy cows or
I'm
something?
sure that's something, but I'm not aware of anything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Like fool the testes into thinking something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. No.
Maybe he's got some problems. If he can't masturbate, but the plumbing works.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, so hold on a second. Do you come from a religious family?
No, I don't.
So you're not sort of guilted up or shamed up or anything like that?
No, I don't think it's anything from the past. I think because when I have gotten like oral sex in the past, like, or had sex afterwards, I've had like the worst case of blue balls. So I don't know what's wrong.
Huh. Wow.
Like afterwards, like my penis looks irregular and like my testicles are really swelled up.
But cannot achieve a masturbation. I wouldn't have made it to 19. I would have killed myself. I hung myself at 15 and a half.
This is a real problem, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to.
It's like it's.
All right, should he go in to a urologist?
I guess
he's got to do something. He's 19.
Yeah, well, I don't have any medical insurance. I don't know what to do. Like,
what state are you in?
Because I'm an adult now, and I don't know if I should
ask again, kid.
What state are you in?
I'm in Colorado.
I don't have any specific thoughts on this. I mean, if it's not something emotionally based, if it is, it would take quite a while to sort that out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what. I mean, it sounds like he's got the normal development. He has the normal function. It's just different manifestation.
I wonder.
I really sympathize.
It's like he has to work on it.
I wonder if he masturbates like just with a magazine, or does he watch any porn?
How good is your porn?
Do you have good porn?
Yeah, I've got some videos, but like I'll start and it'll start feeling good, but then the sensation goes away.
You know what? I'm sure Colorado definitely has some clinics where people volunteer their time. You'd have to wait probably a while.
Are you interested in having this?
I'm just interested in getting it fixed, no matter what. I mean,
I'm not sure it has to get fixed though. It's just you need to sort of persevere and learn about it. I mean, is this not commonly? If we were talking to a woman, what would you tell a 19-year-old woman who gave you this story?
19-year-old woman's never had an orgasm.
Who told you the exact same story? Yeah, it felt good for a while.
Yeah. Well, what do you?
Yeah, but 19-year-old women, but they're not having orgasms in their sleep though.
Yeah, they do. Okay. Not necessarily, but they do. And
I'm trying to eat over
I know. You cut it out.
Would you knock off the hypotheticals? What would you do if you're a woman? I'm putting food in my mouth.
Well, how about that one? Replace it with urine or doo-doo a little while back. That one almost maybe.
All right. Listen, for a 19-year-old guy, listen, what would you say to a 19-year-old woman whose testes ached?
Yeah, I understand.
You idiot. No. She doesn't have them. There's a difference.
No, but the point is that what you would say is, explore more, try these techniques, blah, blah, blah. I mean, more porn and more
whatever
time. Technique is.
Cameron, I'm going to dedicate the first one of the evening to you.
It's the first time I ever heard Drew blah blah his own. He blah blah his own.
Yeah, he's had answers. Hey, I got to plug something here for a second. We're doing, tomorrow we're taping the man show, but we're taping a very special woman show. We're doing an all-woman show.
That's right.
Oh, yes. It's very touching, very moving. And we need all women in the audience for...
is that the one I'm going to be on tomorrow?
The first show. No, you're back with the regular man show that we're taping later on. I think, anyway, here's the point. If you're a woman and you're in the L.A. area and you want to see the man show, and God knows I don't know why you would, but this is going to be the woman show. It's very, very soft, very cuddly, very caring. Drew, when you see the opening of the woman show, it is great. Oh, I confront my uncle who molested me in a scene. It's very powerful, very powerful. A lot of sweaters, a lot of soft music, a lot of candles. So you can call 213-833-6467. That's 213-833-6467 if you want to come out tomorrow and you are female. Anthony.
Hello?
You're 17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. You're on Loveline with the Crystal Method.
Oh, hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing? What's wrong?
Well, I'm just wondering if I've kind of gone too far with my girlfriend or not. Because some stuff's happened to her in the past.
What happened to her in the past?
When she was 6, she was, molested by a 10-year-old. He, banged her and made her, play with him.
Yeah.
At what point in that young age differences is it molestation and or is it two kids playing around?
10 and 6 is just sort of, yeah. I mean, 6 and none of it's
I guess
great,
either way,
but 10 and
she thinks it's.
Well, listen, 6 and 20 is bad, and 6 and 19 is bad, and by the time you get down to 10, it's still bad, but it's not an adult. Would you agree?
Not as bad. Yeah.
So, Anthony, and what have you gotten her to do now?
I've had her give me oral sex, and I've banged her on several occasions.
With the finger there?
Does that always mean finger? I mean...
I don't know. See, when you get older, banging means other things.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You got to put the finger... See, when you're in high school, you just say bang. But then when you're 50, you got to put the finger in front of the bang. Otherwise, people are confused. You know what I mean? I don't know why I always find that sort of repugnant, the whole fingering thing.
Yeah.
I abandoned that as soon as I found my penis. You know what I mean? That, you know what that fingering business is?
It's like something you can tell your friend in the bathroom.
Yeah. It's like this, there's this little window between I don't know, 15 and 17 or something where the fingering comes into play, and then as soon as you pass that, you just keep going. You know what I mean? You never get the finger out anymore. I keep a tight fist when I have sex. I wouldn't even use my fingers if I was smoking a cigarette. I really wouldn't. Just stuff it in my fist.
Thumb's important.
Anthony?
Yeah, well,
that's true.
First girlfriend and stuff, so I mean.
All right. So are you treating her right? Do you treat her right?
Yeah.
How long you been with her?
Just over 3 months.
Yeah. Is she happy with you?
She seems happy.
The relationship's pretty stable.
All right, so you're just fooling around. You're 17. How old is she?
She's 15.
A little bit younger than we'd like. Do you love her?
I think so.
Anthony sounds like an all right guy, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You're not having sex, right?
I'm still a virgin. Hopefully she is, too.
Right, okay. Anthony, are you completely sold on women, or can we talk you out of that? You ever think about guys?
I had an experience when I was in 4th grade, and I really did not like it.
Right. That's all right. So let me tell you, guys...
Props to Drew.
4th grade.
4th grade? How old was the guy?
He was my best friend at the time.
Yeah.
Another 9-year-old.
Yeah, and you guys just sort of screwed around a little?
No, it was his birthday party. It was a sleepover, and he's all, hey, let's try this, and he got us all to do it. And, I never talked to him after that.
To do what?
You guys just couldn't play pin the tail on the donkey or something? You had to...
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's what it was? All right, but, okay, so you had a little experience when you were 9, and nothing since then.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't...
In a way, you've had more go on than she has. You know?
Well, yeah, but... I don't know. So you experimented a little when you're 9, but he doesn't feel victimized. I think that's the difference. Do you?
No, not really.
You feel a little manipulated, but not victimized.
Yeah, I just kind of scared about it.
Scared about it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what are you scared of?
I just would have preferred to have never have done it.
All right. But we all have those things. But the point is we don't feel like we're held down and cornered and forced to do it.
Right.
Right. Okay. So you don't like guys now, right?
Mm-mm.
Not at all?
No.
Not even Drew? No. Okay.
I don't really look like.
Okay, listen, he's very cute. Take my word for this one. Take it easy on this 15-year-old girlfriend of yours. You're all right guy. You're just a little confused.
You're on my defense. I'm a Boy Scout.
Okay, good. Good. So you don't want to get your merit badge in sodomy, all right?
So should I continue finger banging her? Or?
Yes, continue with the finger banging.
Just
every day.
Do what
between noon and 4 p.m.
Do what's comfortable for her. Just listen to what she tells you she wants you to do.
It must be great getting it on with Anthony. I am now going to initiate the finger banging procedure.
I wonder if he's like mad. It seems like he's mad at someone, maybe himself, because he doesn't feel like he's been victimized, but he feels ashamed of being that he was manipulated into doing it, and he wishes that he never did it. And so I wonder if he blames himself for.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of shame.
There's a lot of issues floating around, young Anthony. And really, hey, listen, just for my own sensibilities. Callers in the future, you can just say fingering. No use to put the banging in there. You know what I mean?
Because banging is tied to gang and gang banging.
It's just an awful word.
Yeah, it's really bad. So I can continue banging her? Oh yeah, that just sounds.
I swear to God, if I was talking to my brother-in-law and he was telling me what he was doing to my sister, if he said, yeah, she blew me, all right, yeah, I screwed her, okay, yeah, I gave it to her in the ass, okay, and then I gave her the finger bang. Oh, Jesus, no, did you have to do that? My God, that's horrible. Finger bang. All right, Drew, let's decide it's time for him to make a phone call. Drew, you making a phone call?
Yep.
Okay. You don't want to wait till we go to commercial?
I'm waiting.
Okay. I'm going to hang the radio up here. The Crystal Method is our guest tonight. We'll take a break. We'll be back. The Crystal Method is the name of our guest tonight. They got themselves a CD out. It's called Vegas, and it's very lively. It's got many good songs on it and many good colors on it. It's a good CD to get stoned and stare at for a while. I don't think kids get that these days. You know, we had records, and then we had the ones that folded open, the double records. Mm-hmm. That's the thing. You could really separate the pot from the seeds on.
But yeah, I mean, album art is a thing of the past now. Really, I mean, we put ours out in double-sided vinyl that had more artwork than our CD, but that's because a lot of DJs.
You mean the vinyl itself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can they do anything on vinyl now?
Sure.
I mean,
wait. What do you mean?
I mean vinyl. You mean on the record itself?
Oh no.
On the jacket.
Yeah, they can. No, they do have
They do like laser etchings and stuff. Oh, and colored vinyl. Yeah, but they can't. You don't mean photos on the vinyl, right?
Well, I don't know. Can they do that?
They have picture discs. I remember I had some Ozzy.
Oh yeah, picture discs. Yeah, but they sound like crap. Yeah.
Oh really? They sound bad?
Yeah.
It didn't matter if you had Ozzy on it.
Crazy Train doesn't sound the same.
It sounded the same to me.
James?
Yeah?
You're 18.
Yeah, I'm originally from Seattle and everything, and I'm down here in LA now.
What part is in everything?
And then my girlfriend, she was up in Seattle. I came down here 3 weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
And last time I went up there, she's pregnant with my best friend. My best friend Chris up there,
dude,
he laid her out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. What do I do? Should I effing slide his throat up?
You should thank your blessings that you're moved down here. You staying down here?
You slice his throat up.
Should I slide his throat up?
Listen, are you moved down here?
Yeah, I moved down here now.
They've done you a favor. Now you have no reason to go back home. These are not your friends. This is not a relationship.
I'm thinking of cutting this bitch's head off. I don't know what to do.
James?
Well, I thought you were going to cut his head off.
Yeah, I'm about to do that too.
What would that accomplish?
Whose head are you going to cut off? Hers or his?
Both.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what to do. I want to do that.
How about don't do anything?
You're in L.A. now. There's so many other women down here.
Yeah.
So many more women in L.A.
So many potential heads to cut off out here. It's amazing. Hey, James, why'd you move out to L.A.?
Because my parents split me down here to my grandma's house and stuff.
Why?
My parents are abusive and stuff. and I didn't get along with him, and I don't want to get into that because...
If he actually does do something, we all know it's because of the violent films he's been watching.
Right, not because of his abusive parents. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, for real, I need some help on this.
All right, I'm going to help you. How old is your girlfriend?
22.
And how old is your best friend?
20.
20.
Yeah.
And how pregnant is she?
She's like 2 months and ahead.
Okay, so here's the good news. As Drew said, you're down here and you're now free and clear. They are stuck up in Seattle. It's raining, and she's pregnant, and this guy's responsible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've showed you who they really are. The guy's not
right.
your friend.
Engaged.
No, she's not a person worthy of engagement, and your friend is a bad guy. He's not a friend.
And a couple years from now, hell, a couple months from now, you'll look at this as a blessing. I guarantee this girl's a little bit crazy just for getting engaged to you, James. Do you understand?
A lot crazy.
Yeah.
She's got to be a little screwed up, isn't she?
No, she's actually a senior in college right now.
She's 22 and she's running around with you? Come on, she's a little whacked out, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right about that.
All right, of course she's whacked out. She's having unprotected sex with your best friend.
Yeah.
James, I know you're all full of piss and vinegar, but you're out here. She's over there. He's over there. It's his kid. He's got to deal with it. You dodged a bullet because you probably would have knocked her up on your trip over to Seattle and then been screwed for life.
Yeah.
All right.
Let go of it, James.
Let go of it. Find a new girl. Study hard. Don't piss off your grandparents, and don't knock anybody up yourself.
Something real quick, the crystal meth, is that cool?
Sure.
All right, I remember I seen you guys last year up in Seattle at the Key Arena. Or at Mercer Arena, you remember that? Last year at Mercer
And
Arena.
what row were you in? Let's see if we can figure this out.
Wait, what show was it?
Was that the Infest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infest, that was pretty tight. I remember that. You guys kicked ass and with them.
That was a good show. Thanks a lot.
You should come down to the show in Long Beach. It's just, as long as you don't cut anybody's heads off, you'll be able to get in the show at Long Beach. If you do any damage to anybody, we're going to make sure you're stopped right at the front gate, all right?
Oh, my God! I have no idea what that was. All right.
We got enthusiastic fans.
Amber.
Yes,
He was a fan of ours.
You're 15.
I am 15.
Yeah, what's going on?
My ex-boyfriend is kind of stalking me.
Really?
What's he do?
Well, I have voicemail on my pager, and he pages me, like, all the time with just, like, 187 and 666. Like, 187 is, like, the code for murder and stuff.
Oh, 187 is the code for murder, like the police code?
Yeah, I think so.
And 666, the mark of the devil, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe it's 999. You're just looking at it wrong.
I don't think so.
No, okay. So, yeah. What do you need a pager for, by the way?
Because I'm never home, and my parents bought me one so they can get a hold of me.
All right, so can you change the number?
No.
Why not? Why?
Because I want to pay more money, and I don't really...
Why can't you change the number?
Because they're going to make you pay more money to change the number, and I don't want to.
They do?
So all your friends have that
call
number, and you don't want to change it.
You could just tell them that somebody has been cranking you and calling you and leaving, pages that, you don't want, and you're scared and you want the number changed. They'll change it.
He has, like, his friends, like, approach me and, like, call me all these names and stuff, and he told me he was going to leave, like, a dead cat skull on my front porch.
Dead cat skull?
Yeah, like a dead cat head.
Yeah, it's a little redundant because you don't have to put that in there. You just go, I'll leave the cat head. And we're not going to assume there's some cat running around going, where's my goddamn head?
Sorry.
Do you see him regularly?
No, I used to.
Okay, so he's out of your life.
I hope so.
You go to the same school?
He's moving to Sonora, I think.
All right, just find ways to stay away from the
When's
guy.
he moving to Sonora?
Oh, no, he paged me, and he told me that he was moving to Sonora.
Why do you answer the
So he pays you, and you called him back.
No, I didn't. He left a message on my voicemail, and so I checked my voicemail, and he said, blah, 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 you're a hoe, and I hate you. And so I was like...
By the way, I'm moving to Sonora. Here's my forwarding address.
This really, if he was stalking you, you should call somebody, but it just sounds like he's pissed off, and he's
in pain.
Yeah.
Have you told your parents?
I told my mom, and she said if it keeps happening, then we're going to call the...
But it sounds a little bit like you're kind of relishing the what he is doing a little bit.
Can you ignore it a little more?
I do ignore it all the time, and I'm, like, just so pissed off now.
Okay, well,
I
then you
ignore it.
gotta
I call him and tell him I'm ignoring it.
why don't you call the cops then?
Okay.
And get your pager number changed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Amber,
Amber,
listen.
when you want to end contact with somebody, especially somebody you're not in contact with, you can do it. You can do it.
Listen, you can starve anybody out. I mean, here's the whole thing. People, especially people that are trying to agitate you, need some reaction. They need some agitation. It's a payoff to all the work they've been doing. And if you ignore them, they'll do it a couple of times, and then they'll get bored, and they'll move on because there's just nothing there.
And you ignoring it is like, that will pay him back the best.
Yeah, right when you hear his voice, you hit erase. You don't listen to the message. You just hit erase right when you hear his voice.
Nothing better. Yeah, it's just like when my mom calls. It's just like I get halfway. We're coming over for dinner on. What my mom's famous for? Leaving about 8 different times, and then I get confused. I don't know. Does anyone else do this? Like your mom will go, "We're thinking about dinner at 6:45 on Tuesday." Hold on, John. No, what? 7:30 on Tuesday. What? Well, the turkey's gonna. We're thinking about going about 5:30 on Tuesday, and then whatever it is at the end of the phone call, I realize I have no idea what time dinner is, so I just come at the latest one that she put. What the hell name is that, Drew?
Chayo?
Chayo?
Chayo.
Yeah. What's going on? You're 20.
Yeah, I'm 20. Yeah, well, my girlfriend, like, every time we're through having sex, she, like, pees in the bed.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know how to tell her that. Like, for her to, like, calm down. I don't want to, like, hurt her feelings or anything.
Does she know she's peeing in bed?
She pees.
It's time for a break.
Does she know she's peeing?
I think she does.
You think she does because she's awake?
She's awake.
And you're done having sex? Okay. Hold on a second. What did I say, child? Was that it?
Yeah.
All right, hang on, because we got to take a break.
Okay.
Then we'll get back to the urination and the lesbianism and all the other things that make life worth living after this.
I feel so liquidy. Really? All right.
You're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline will be right back.
Hey, it is Loveline. We got to take a quick 10-second timeout, and we'll be back with more Loveline in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on
Radio
Station.
Saludos, amigos.
This is the new rock alternative. 90.1 KFMA.
Green Valley, Tucson.
Hey, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. The Crystal Method is our guest tonight. We're going to hear something off of their CD. I think we'll hear it pretty soon. I'm not sure what it is. Someone put it up on the screen, and we'll figure it out. We won't hear it right now. Maybe we'll take a call. I do want to give a audience plug for tomorrow again, because we have to get all women in the audience tomorrow for the Man Show, Woman Show. It's a very sensitive, caring show. Shot a whole new opening. It's a very moving show. The number, if you're in the LA area and you want to come out tomorrow night, is 213-833-6467. Again, only women tomorrow night, 213-833-6467. There'll be white wine served. It's going to be a moving experience. That is the noise you will make when you come to see the Woman Show.
Yeah.
So you're lesbian.
Yeah.
So now you've concluded your encounter, and suddenly she starts to urinate?
Yeah.
When you're done having sex?
Yes.
Not as a response to some sort of climax?
No.
No. It's 5 minutes after you had sex?
Like 3, yeah, around.
What does she say? I got to go pee-pee, and then psh, that's it? Or does she warn you? Or what's the explanation here?
Like, or just be like in bed and she'll just like pee. Like, I don't know.
And do you bring up, did you question the behavior?
Huh?
Do you question am I fading off again?
I couldn't hear you like that.
A little bit.
Do you question the
I
behavior?
don't know. I can't even figure this out. I mean, what are you? Are you a mental patient?
No.
You're lying in bed with someone, you're done making love, and they just start peeing, and you don't say anything?
Well, like, I don't know how to tell her, though.
Tell her you just peed?
Yeah, she just peed, and she's like, oh, and...
Does she continue? Does she continue to urinate? I mean, does she go all the way through?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is one thing to sort of lose a little control
Does she
momentarily.
empty her bladder entirely?
Like, yeah, she does empty out her whole bladder.
Go all the way through.
Well, I mean, there's that sort of, oops, little something came out. I'm going to make my way to the bathroom and finish things off.
I was thinking she probably had like a urinary infection or something.
How many times has it been happening?
Like 2.
And it floods, leaves a big puddle on the bed?
Yeah.
And then what happens? How does she react to it?
Like out of embarrassment,
What does she do out of embarrassment?
I get embarrassed and I just like,
You go back to sleep.
What does she do?
What does she do? Does she acknowledge it at all?
yeah, she does, but like, I think she waits for me to leave.
You think?
Oh, hold on a second. Listen, you screwball. This is the nuttiest thing I've ever heard. I don't understand any of it. You're done making love, but you're definitely done making love. You're not on top of each other. You're next to each other.
Yeah.
And you're just lying in bed getting ready to go to sleep.
No, like afterwards, she just pees.
Immediately afterwards?
Yeah. Like.
So you're both lying there. You're staring at the ceiling. You're smiling, and then she just starts to
hold on,
leak.
child. Do you work? Do you have a job?
Yeah.
With what? With animals? How do you communicate with people?
Yeah.
Customer service.
Where do you work? Seriously, I want to know.
Do I have to say? I really don't want.
What type of work do you do?
I do I guess I don't want to say.
You don't want to say what kind of work because we'll know where.
Oh, what kind of work? I work in the office.
You work in an office. Do you talk to other people in that office?
Yeah.
Do they ever understand what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try this one more time. You have sex with your girlfriend, right?
Yes.
And then you're done having sex with your girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
No more sex.
No.
No?
Right after she pees.
How long after?
You're finished having sex with your girlfriend, though, right?
Yes.
And 2 seconds later, or 2 minutes later, or 10 minutes later?
Like a few seconds later.
Okay, it was a few minutes later, a few seconds ago.
A few seconds can be part of the climax.
Oh.
And it might not even be urine.
Jesus Christ. Listen, how do you not burn down your apartment every night? What goes on? What do you guys talk about? You can't talk about anything, can you? How's this work? Hey, child, what's up with you? Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you high?
No.
You're not on drugs, really?
Medication?
Medication?
Yeah.
What medication you taking?
Pills.
Which one?
We got to write that down. Pills.
Pills for stress, I guess.
What medication?
I don't know.
Why don't you read me the label?
I can't find a bottle, so I don't know what they're called.
Risperidol.
There's people in there.
Let's just see.
There's people in the kitchen?
I want to go in there.
Yeah, whose kitchen is it?
Mine.
All right, go in there and get it.
Go in there, though.
Because there's people in there? Do you know those people?
Yeah, they're my roommate's friends. Most of them.
Okay. All right, child. We got to go. I wish we could communicate better with you, but...
on this stick.
We'll assume this has something to do with the orgasm.
Okay.
All right. Okay. The one thing that drives me totally insane in this show, and I think it's the reason the world's coming undone, is people have completely lost their ability to communicate.
Oh, language is something that doesn't occur to some people.
I mean, you got to get a goddamn chalkboard out to figure out when someone pees these days. You really do. I mean, it's like the whole question we're trying to figure out is it connected to the orgasm? Because if it is connected to the orgasm, then that's
different.
female orgasmic incontinence, and it happens all the time, and we hear about it all the time. But she's insisting, nope, we're done. We're laying there, and she just peas, and it makes no sense at all. And the reason it makes no sense is because that's not what's going on. Wow. I would fire her immediately if she worked for me. Karen?
Yeah?
You're 16? What is going on?
I have, I'm small for my age. I'm 16. I'm about 5'2", maybe, and like 110 pounds, maybe.
Right.
And I have a very large breast. I have like 36 double D, if not bigger.
Yeah.
Extremely bad posture because of them.
Right.
And I went to my doctor, and I have scoliosis, and my friend said that, like, I could get scoliosis from that if I didn't start like trying to correct my posture. And I was just
No, wait a minute. Your friend said you have scoliosis, or the doctor evaluated?
a doctor, and he said,
And, of course, scoliosis is very common your age, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean it has anything to do with your breasts.
but my posture is so bad that I would think it would have it.
It doesn't help things any. So, what are you doing about your posture?
Huh?
What are you doing about your posture?
Well, I don't know what to do because I'm like top heavy.
Sit up straight.
How about some yoga or physical therapy or training or something?
What'd your doctor say?
That I have scoliosis, and that I don't know. He just said that it's not at the point where I'm going to need surgery. But he said it's not.
So you're looking for an excuse to lower your breast size, right?
No, because I don't want to, but it's just I didn't know if there was anything I could do, like any.
I know, but here's my question. What did your doctor say?
He didn't really go into detail of what I was. It was just a checkup for school, and it was really quick, and it was.
Right, the reason he went into details is not of real significance. If there was, he would have made a plan for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But for your own comfort and to sort of prevent any future significant problems, why don't you get some physical therapy, get into yoga, get into some sort of exercise training program, something where you can strengthen the muscles around your spine and correct this posture problem.
But whatever you do, don't shrink the breasts.
And your breast, man?
On it, 'cause I don't
me too.
have money for some sort of surgical.
What?
I don't have money for surgical.
Yeah, but you're 16. Nobody's going to do anything to you right now. Why don't you work on... You don't want to do anything, more importantly. Why don't you work on straightening the muscular system that supports those bones?
So, like physical therapy or something like that?
Therapy.
Hold on, let me write this down. Physical therapy, Drew, is that what you're recommending?
Yoga.
Oh, hold on, slow down. Yoga?
Trainer. Just workout, gym.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All righty. Oh, I'll tell you. Speaking of backs, that breaks my back. When I hear about that, I know she's only 16, but when I hear about that, very petite frame, that 5'2", 110 pounds with the double Ds, that just drives me nuts. It just cuts to the core. Drew, do you know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean?
You look a little weak. You look a little faint, and they
Ken,
start
would you back me up on this?
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm talking about? There's something about just that big rack on that very small frame. It's
I
like
think you're a sick bastard.
Where did that come from?
It's like what did I say once? It's like putting the like a Budweiser truck on top of this Space Needle. It's like all that goodness right on the top, and then very slender, thing holding it up. You know what I mean? I don't even know what the rest of the body's called. That is great. Yeah, don't do anything, but strengthen your back. I don't know. Everyone wants to do everything but something,
Well, yeah, everybody wants it easy and done to them.
But you got to keep telling them and keep telling them and keep telling them, and then
you heard me. I said it 6 times.
Yeah, just do some. What do you do? Yoga and weight train or something? Janika. Boy, we've had some whacked out names tonight. What's going on there, Janika?
Oh, I'm having problems with my mom.
Does Janika mean anything?
No, it's just some weird-ass name that my mom...
Good. I like when people go, it means proud warrior. Oh, really? Doesn't mean fat dude who naps a lot?
No.
Right.
And by the way, I have pretty big boobs, too.
Really?
Oh, yeah, 36C, honey.
36C?
On a 5'6" frame with 120.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
36C, huh? Yeah, it's nice.
What you got?
All right, easy, baby. She's 17 years old. Wow, it's like speaking to like a longshoreman with tits.
What was the question there, Janika?
My mom is really getting on my nerves. Just a couple months ago, I was dating this guy named Toby, and she said that I was pregnant with his kid.
Were you pregnant?
No.
Why did she begin that rumor?
She didn't like him. She just totally dissed him and everything.
Whom did she tell this to?
She basically told it to my brother and my family and all that, and then they came over and they just totally bitched me out and everything like that, and then she just started spreading it around town. And it's like, wait a second,
Wait, how does that spread around town part work? Is that the flyers on windshields? How does it spread around? Drew, how do you spread something around town? Can you do that?
You live in a little,
Where do you live, Janika?
I live in Corona, California.
See, Corona, remember we had somebody call from Corona, Hemet. Or was it Corona?
Corona's not that small, is
Remember
it?
somebody called before? Remember that woman that was like a dancer or something, had a house?
They like drive to a different
You're right,
state
because
to
people because it got around town. Wasn't that Corona?
I don't think that was Corona.
It was Hammett.
How big is Corona?
It's kind of big, kind of small, you know.
Okay, that clears that up. Now, I can close my eyes and see Corona.
Kind of big, kind of small.
Charlie. All right, Shanika. So your mom's spreading it around town?
Some bizarre rumor. Okay, so what's the deal? You were not pregnant?
Oh, no. No.
Well, see, what doesn't make sense here is that rumor is only effective if it gets back to your mother. Normally, it's like, what's the point of your mother spreading
Well, it's
it?
also only if you're not pregnant, where do they think this thing's going? The rumor.
And I think my son may be gay. Oh, your father was spreading that one around.
Oh, no. My father's been dead now for like 9 years.
All right, now it's all starting to come. What did he die? Motorcycle?
I was his 6th heart attack, and it finally killed him.
Was he a cocaine addict?
No, he didn't do drugs, nothing like that. It's a little heart condition. He had his first heart attack when he was 23.
What is the little heart condition he had?
I don't know, to be quite exact with you, but they put him on some heart medication when he was like 23 years old because it about killed him.
Wow. Well,
I doubt it was heart attacks, though.
It's hereditary through my dad's side, and they don't know where it came from.
All right. Well, anyway, so you don't get along with your mom.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you're 17.
Uh-huh.
All right, so just mellow out for a year and then move out. Can you do that?
See, that's the problem, too. I mean, if I'm like, move out, though, she's going to say, oh, you can't do that. You have to come back home and da-da-da-da-da.
Why? You tell her I'm 18. I'm moving out.
Oh, hell, I just told her, you know, I don't live with you anymore or anything like that, you know, but she's just like, oh, I need money, you know. She's like sucking my paychecks out of me like every 2 weeks. And it's like I can't do it, you know.
Where are you working?
I really can't say.
What kind of place?
Well, where could you be working at 17 that you're worried about getting fired from? You're working at Taco Bell, right?
How many billions served?
I worked at a fast food restaurant. I can't stand them.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, good. All right, listen, Shanika, she's sucking your fast food paycheck out of you?
Basically.
You do live at home or you don't live at home?
She does.
No, I do live at home.
All right, you have a job. You're done with school?
Yeah, I graduated just this last year, and I'm going to go to college in the fall.
Away to college?
No, junior college. But go to a junior college that's like in Nebraska, would you?
Oh, clear the hell away over there.
just get out of the house. I listen, everybody, and I don't believe any of you, by the way, with that my mom's riding me. If you put mom on the phone, she'll give you a laundry list
of
what
really going on.
Shanika did in the last 10 to 14 days. Here's the deal. Do not antagonize people that you live with and under. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a horrible strategy. It really is. And so many teenagers do this. They have some stepmom or some stepdad they resent. They're pissed off at their mom or the dad. They don't like the divorce, whatever's going on. And they start acting out. Meanwhile, the person is paying the bills, putting the roof over the head, and deciding when they can and can't borrow the car and all that good stuff. And all you're doing is pissing them off. Just mellow out, go to school, do your job, sign up for the softball team, sleep over at your friend's house on the weekend, stay out of trouble, stay out of the house, and as soon as you turn 18, get a couple buddies, get an apartment, and move out. That's it. But until then, don't lock antlers constantly with your folks or whoever's looking over you. It's just going to make you miserable.
Crystal Method song.
Let's do that.
Yes.
This is called Cherry Twist. All right, jackass. That is Dr. Drew over there dealing out the verbal punishment on the mattress that he's flogging. That is Crystal Method, the Crystal Method. Cherry Twist was the name of that one. What?
Are you really going to have me behaving like this tomorrow?
Yeah.
Do you think that's appropriate? I will do it for you.
Oh, Drew, you've been begging to get on the Man Show for months now.
If anybody listens to this show regularly, I've been begging. I brought it up a couple of times.
That's begging for you. That's as much begging as you do.
That's true.
Sure, it's you got a lovely thing here. You play a proctologist.
Does he
have a hot nurse?
I have a giant thermometer that I run into somebody with.
And then, a rectal thermometer.
Then I'm about to do, wait, here's the punchline. I'm about to do a special exam where the sun don't shine, and lo and behold, snakes come out of the person's brittle.
Not real. Hold on, not real live
snakes in the peanut brittle can.
Yeah, they come flying out with confetti and everything. Yeah, that's good. That's funny.
Is that appropriate territory for me to be seen?
You may lose a few endorsement deals, but I think it'll be worth it.
You think so?
Oh yeah, Drew.
If it's important to you, I will do it.
It's important. You're the doctor. We can't cast anybody else. It's too late. I told him we had a relationship.
That's why I'm going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. But I don't want you to screw everything up for me.
No, it'll be great.
Don't want you to take any responsibility for flack I take.
You come out smelling like a rose.
Like a what?
All right, we'll take a little break, and we'll be back with more Crystal Method.
The pre-millennium madness continues with more celebrity scandals, more social deviance, and speaking of deviance...
Damn you, Y2K bug! Damn you to hell! And I have a little problem with the idea of spending nearly $1 trillion to solve this thing. How's about just taking your computer back to the kid at Circuit City who sold it to you and saying, hey, you stuck me with a machine with a broken clock, now fix it!
He rants, therefore he is. Uncensored, unbridled, and as always, pure Dennis. Catch the Emmy Award-winning Dennis Miller live. All new episodes Friday nights at 11:30, only on HBO.
Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. We'll be right back.
Loveline.
It's a programming glitch.
Loveline.
Can we talk here for a second?
Loveline.
They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's New Rock. 92.1 KFMA.
I've been asked to tell you about Saturday night.
Loveline.
It's a programming glitch.
Loveline.
Can we talk here for a second?
Loveline.
They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's New Rock. 92.1 KFMA.
Hey, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. The Crystal Method is our guest tonight. Let me give the Crystal Method a little plug. They will be playing with the Low Fidelity All-Stars and Orbital and a couple other bands, and it's going to be the community service tour. It starts July 4th in Chicago, then goes into Detroit and Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Boy, one day after the next. Oh, you guys are going to be dead. New York on the 9th, Boston on the 10th, Philadelphia on the 11th, 13th. They'll be in Jacksonville, Atlanta after that, New Orleans, Austin, Dallas. Oh, Christ, this is still in July. Los Angeles on the 24th, San Francisco on the 23rd. They'll be in Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, Tulsa. Man, that is
coming after the Vegas show, right? Yeah.
How many? They may have something.
Well, since we're working on the album, we decided that we'd make it really compact. We tried to go for no days off, but it didn't work.
And bring your canned.
Yes.
Bring your canned foods and stuff. We're
really?
We're making.
You guys hungry?
Yeah, we are very hungry. The bus gets the long drives, and bring your hardcore porn.
No, actually, yeah, we are working with a food bank in every city.
And they just put a receptacle out by the front door, and you bring your canned goods in.
Yeah, something like that. We're doing a time capsule, I think, at the end of the.
And the deal with that is what's the deal? They have to have the labels on them or something.
I think they only accept with label, not dented. Yeah.
Right, and no hash, no canned hash. I think that goes without saying.
What goes in there? I see the picture. It looks like so bad.
It's like the stuff that doesn't make it into the hot dogs goes into the hash. So, no, it's like hot dogs, dog food, cat food, fish food, trail mix, and then hash. All right. Steve.
Yes.
You're 24.
I really am.
What's going on?
Well, my girlfriend and I, we've been together for almost 3 years now, and we're interested in expanding our relationship to include a bisexual experience with another couple.
Expanding or ending?
Expanding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
happened before.
Right.
We talked about it, and we're both interested in that, but wouldn't know how to begin to find people, especially, I'm in LA now, and I just moved out here.
From where?
From Chicago.
Don't they have, like, swingers newspapers and internet stuff and that kind of thing?
One thing, but I don't personally know anyone who's ever tried that, and I don't know if that's a sort of thing that you guys would know anyone who's ever tried, or that sort of thing actually works.
Yeah, I can give you a number.
Wait, what sort of thing?
The Fagenbaums, they're a nice young Jewish family. They have a couple of kids. The woman's a little older, I'm going to be honest with you. She's in her later 40s. She's not as tight as she was. She's had some feminine surgery, we'll call it. But they seem ready to go. He's certainly a nice guy. He's an orthopedic surgeon. And you want the number? No.
No, thanks.
What do you mean? Do you want some advice about what?
Just about, I don't know how you go about, if there are any, like, swingers clubs or...
How long have you been with your girlfriend?
Excuse me?
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
And you moved with her over here?
No, she's not here. She's going to move out here.
Why suddenly this bizarre turn in your relationship?
Well, it's not sudden. It's just something...
Did you say you did it once before?
Excuse me?
You guys did it once before?
No, not once before. We haven't done that at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, listen, Steve, are you both by the way?
Yes.
You are?
Well, we're curious.
You're curious?
But neither of us have ever tried it.
Yeah. It's going to screw with the relationship. You're aware of that, right?
Well, hopefully it would be an open-minded sort of thing.
Steve?
It ends up screwing with it.
That's the way it goes.
It just does. It's like Vietnam. You're never the same.
But
I mean, it's all right. Hey, if you guys are on the way out, you don't have any kids.
I think this already exists in the relationship. If it's a bi, if they're married and they're both bi. And
they're not married.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not in a committed relationship, it's a totally different story. I mean, this is an argument that Adam makes consistently, which is that if somebody's announcing that they're bi, they're announcing they're going to cheat, and this is just another form of cheating they're getting into.
Right. It's sanctioned cheating.
Right. It's right.
Hey,
Exactly.
Steve, if you're bi, how can you guys be in a monogamous relationship?
I don't see why that would preclude a monogamous relationship.
Well, you got to get with a guy in order to renew the bi status every once in a while, and she's got to get with a girl, right?
You don't have to. I mean, if you're going to be with someone, you stay with that person. But
you're not bi. You're heterosexual then.
Which kind of person you would be with next?
Well, I don't know. You guys planning on breaking up?
Not anytime soon.
All right. Well, then you're straight. You've been straight for 3 years, and you guys aren't breaking up.
As soon as you find that bi swinging couple.
Yeah, but he's planning on breaking up. Oh, we're going to break up someday because I'm going to go to, near home.
Listen, I am...
To Half Mo.
Yes. It is an announcement to your partner when you say that you're bi that you'll be moving on one day. Right?
Yeah.
I think it is.
You said it, Steve. You just said it.
Okay.
You said, I'm not planning...
Well, he only said it when I cornered him, and then he was trying to sort of be right, but he sort of made himself wrong by saying it, or at least admitted that he was going to be moving on.
Yeah, I don't try to predict the future too far ahead either.
Okay. All right. So, Steve, why don't you just go... I don't know where these bi bars are.
Just like whichever way the wind's blowing tomorrow.
Just, get one of these swingers newspapers or something and see if you can't find a lovely couple to share a night of intimacy with.
But be more realistic about this relationship with your partner. That's only fair to her to let her know that you really, you can't be settled in a heterosexual relationship, it sounds like.
Yeah.
You need some point to move on, and this is sort of part of that urge.
Right.
And it's only fair. Your partner may not feel quite the same way. She may just be trying to make you happy.
Yeah,
Chris.
hello?
You're 17.
Yeah.
What's going on?
By the way, I dug that song, guys. It was pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
Well, a couple months ago, before my school ended, I have a pretty, close relationship with my teacher.
Did he say spy school?
No, a couple months ago before school ended.
Yeah,
He said spy school before spy school ended.
No, you said a couple months ago before your school ended, right?
Before my school ended.
My school ended.
Right.
Anyway, well, I have a pretty close relationship with my teacher, and I think she's 24. She's about 24, and I'm in her classroom after class, and anyway, so before school ended, I was in there talking to her, and I've always been attracted to her, and then so I just reached over and started making out with her for a few seconds.
Wow, that's ballsy.
This is after the school year ended?
But Yeah, I know. And then so she just like kind of pulled away, and she didn't say anything, and like I didn't say anything either, and I just like left the classroom, and I haven't like talked to her since that.
Yeah.
For next year in school.
What? So you're going to be a senior next year?
You know what? Are you in California?
What? Yeah.
You should not pursue it anymore because, man, teachers get in so much trouble in this state especially.
You could really, you may have already caused her a great...
And even if someone tells somebody else, it'll get back, and like your teacher will go to jail.
Well, but she has already crossed the line.
She didn't do anything.
You know, she's capable of crossing that line as part of the problem here.
Don't get him excited, because he'll go back.
And who knows where she stops.
No, this would be like statutory rape.
Yes, bad news.
Did you make out with her?
Yeah, for like a few seconds.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. With tongues?
Yeah, I like stuck my tongue in and everything.
Did you finger bang her?
What?
Just curious. I think that's going on a lot in high school these days.
No.
With the teacher?
Yeah, I don't know. I just hear high school, and I know the teachers are right in there, you know. So you made out a passionate embrace.
No, I just like reached. I didn't like hug her at all or anything. I wasn't like touching her or anything.
He reached over, sort of descended upon her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you were kissing with your tongue.
Yes.
Yeah, for a few minutes.
For like no.
All right, so I said it was a passionate.
Yes.
All right, but you didn't.
For a few seconds.
Pursue it after graduation.
He was thinking about an embrace. There was no embrace involved in this.
I'm just saying I'm going to be like 18 next year and everything.
Yeah, no, Chris, no, do not pursue this. If she goes for it, it's bad for you, and it's the end of her career.
And why did
if she doesn't go for it, it still could end her career, and she seems to have some difficult boundaries, and it's not good for you. Stay away from that.
Why did you leave?
Why did I? Because she just like pulled away. And
she at least had a good sense to
pull away. So she pulled away, and then you kind of freaked out and left.
Yeah, and I was just like, oh my god.
All right. Well, listen, she's not going to say anything. Just don't take her class next year.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm still going to like see her.
Stay away from her. Swear to God, Chris.
Hey, listen, seriously, you go to a big high school?
Yeah, pretty big.
How often do you see teachers whose class you're not in? You know what I mean?
Isn't it all boys school? Aren't there enough chicks in that school for you? Why
Yeah,
the
but man,
teachers
this is going to be dangerous for this kid because when you're a student and if you do have a really attractive teacher, it's like it's like the holy grail when you're like a kid. And
she's 24. She's like 6 years older.
She would have like no problems getting a guy. I don't know why.
And you probably wouldn't have any problems getting a girl your age. So I think you should go that route.
Yeah, she's got issues, Chris. She's got
issues. Let me tell you, Chris, you do all right with women, though, right? Yeah, I know, because this guy's got huevos.
Sounds like you're Chris.
Plants went on the teacher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, just go find some dizzy-headed sophomore next year or something.
I mean, like, guys in my school, like, talk about our teacher, because she's like...
Well, just don't... If you know that if you talk about what happened, that could be the end of her career. And I'm hoping that this was just some sort of bizarre circumstance that she went over the line with, and she will never do it again with anybody else. Otherwise, I'd be encouraging you to talk about it with everyone, because it is totally inappropriate.
Well, let me ask this, Drew, and I'll ask the Crystal Method guys, too. You know, and no one's ever done this to me, but when somebody, like, tries to plant one on you, if they're an attractive person, and you guys aren't somewhere where people are around, isn't it almost a reaction to sort of, feed back a little, dance with them for just a couple of beats? I mean, is that even sort of her fault? I mean, she pulled away. I mean, she was in it for, a couple of beats, but you know what I'm saying?
And she's in a weird situation, because if she punishes the kid, then he could come back and say something that she...
Right. I mean, she pulled away. I don't think there's anything... She's 24 years old. She's not 45. She's probably single. I'm sure he's a good-looking guy. He's on a, gym team or something. And, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Do you blame her that much?
Well, I mean, it doesn't sound like she's going to try to pursue it, but
No, she's not going to let. She pulled away.
It sounds like this seems like a really good thing to our caller right now.
Yeah, he's really obsessed. Yeah, all right. God, could you imagine... scoring so well in high school that you've actually moved past the student body and onto the faculty? I was like, well, my high school, when I was like in 10th grade, I was like, okay, I'm not getting any trim now, but wait till I'm in 11th grade, because when I'm in 11th grade, I'm going to get all the 10th graders.
You know the 15-16 thing, right?
No, how's that go?
Well, when you're 15, you're a guy. no life whatsoever.
Right. No
girls
license,
girls
no
in your
nothing.
class are going out with guys 1 year older.
Right.
And then the moment you turn 16 and have a way to drive and all this, then like life begins. It's like this magical.
That's what I was planning on. Yeah, but it didn't kick in. So then I moved on to the 16-17 plan. And that didn't pan out either. And then it went 18, 19. And then I was out and I was cleaning carpets in North Hollywood. And then I realized, wait, this plan's not worked at all. I got to get back into high school. But I had that when I'm in 10th, okay, I'm not scoring. I can't go out with 9th graders because they're in a different school and all that. But in 11th, I'm going to get a nice crop of eager 10th graders. That didn't work out. And then when I was a senior, I thought, I'll own the school. I'll be a senior. I'll go out with 10th graders and 11th graders and maybe even like a janitor or something, just to kind of keep it real. And I got nothing. Zero.
You kept it real.
All right, we'll take a break. Yeah.
Call 1-800-LOVE-191 to broadcast your problems to the public. Loveline will be right back.
Loveline.
It's a programming glitch. Can we talk here for a second?
They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's new rock. 92.1 KFMA. Loveline.
It's a programming glitch. Can we talk here for a second?
They are treading water in a sea of retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's new rock. 92.1 KFMA.
Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Ken and Scott are both here from the fabulous Crystal Method. And good guys, good music, good times. These are, I like these guys. You know why? Because, especially for the kind of music they play, they're just regular guys. I mean, you understand, the rock and roll and music and stuff is not a lot of like regular guys, and then especially when you start getting into the techno stuff, a bunch of weirdos, a bunch of like skinny, freaked out, heroin addicted freaks that like lived in the attic of their folks' house in Hounslow, and they bizarre. It's a weird group, those techno guys, especially, and you guys are regular. What's up with that? You know what I'm talking about?
Good upbringing. Good upbringing and good family life.
You know what I'm talking about?
Except for...
You know what I'm talking about with the techno guys, right? They have a weird breed, right?
There's a few normal guys in there. You just haven't met them.
Yeah, I haven't met any of them.
I imagine there's a lot in common, though, with the kid that locks himself in his bedroom and learns how to play guitar, and then the kid who locks himself in the bedroom and learns how to program techno.
Right, but you guys, I mean, Drew, wake up, would you? Drew, doesn't the band sort of have a sort of everyman kind of regular, easygoing?
Yeah,
they're not oozing a bunch of.
Whenever I run into them at these concerts and stuff.
Drew always thinks there's just some kid who jumped under the rope or something. Hi, how you doing? All right, Alicia.
Yeah, hi.
You're 15.
Huh?
How's it going?
Good. How's it going with you guys?
Good.
That's good. Well, for like the past year, I've been having dreams about being with other girls, and I've never had a desire to be with another girl, but I just think that it's really like strange, because I really don't want to at all, but I'm just...
Well, you don't want to? You don't want to.
Well, yeah.
No, you have to. You had that dream.
Oh, she has to do it because of the dream?
Well,
she's compelled to.
You told me some weird dreams that you had about me. So
listen, if I did one half of what I did in my dreams, 1/10, I would be in prison with herpetic sores all over me, and you know what I mean? So you dreamt about women. That's fine.
Well, I'm just wondering if this is like normal, and if it'll.
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't. So, I was just thinking maybe it would like actually question my sexuality with like things in the future,
Doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Especially for women, by the way.
Right. Well, women, the symbol of women is sexuality in our culture for both sexes.
Yeah. Right. So as a woman, I mean, you're living in the same society we all are, and you're being bombarded with Cindy Crawford and all these, Frederick's Hollywood or Victoria's Secret catalogs and all this kind of stuff. So when you dream, I imagine there'd be a few more chicks in it.
It doesn't seem like this society. I mean, like women are raised being told that women are beautiful, women are sex objects. It's okay for women to be with women, and for men, it's like the total opposite. We're brought up, men like women, can't like men. Men don't sell things.
No, it's true. Like, men are repulsed by men. It's great. I mean, it's funny. Like, women will go, "Oh, she's hot. Yeah, she's definitely hot." And they're heterosexual women, but they're commenting on another woman. Maybe it's a rock star, maybe it's a model, maybe it's an actress, or maybe it's just some chick walking down the street, and they'll go, "She really is hot. I mean, she is sexy." And a guy would be like, when guys talk about other guys, they're like, oh, no, oh, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, we did something in the Man Show where two guys, like, kissed. Oh. Like, not much of a kiss, but it was sort of this bizarre sketch. And anyway, two of the writers had to actually touch lips. And when we showed it in the office, all of us were sitting around, and when they actually touched lips, every guy's like, oh, no, oh, let's watch it again. Oh, man, oh. But it was like this huge, it was like this visceral reaction. And I don't think women would do that, especially if they weren't even making out. They're just like, that. It wasn't anything.
I wish I really could understand exactly what that is.
I think it's good, though. No. I'm glad that I'm repulsed by guys and other guys.
It seems to be, it's hard to imagine that it's just social standards that create that,
No, there has to be some sort of biological mandate.
It's definitely that thing where it's like this wall, and it's like you can't, like, men are sort of conditioned to not accept it, and like by not reacting that way.
Is it conditioning?
It's like other people might see that as something like, oh, well, he didn't.
If you didn't scream louder than the other guy, then you could be looked at as being like
no. I didn't even mean to open my mouth; it just came flying out. I couldn't help it.
But it's subconscious. You don't think. Yeah,
but I actually have no. God bless people who are gay and homosexual. I think it's terrific, and
they make wonderful films.
Yeah, but whatever. They have all kinds of things they do that are great, and they this is how they express affection. Why should I react to that?
Yeah, I don't think women react to lesbians that way.
I don't get there.
And I think I'd be like the guy in his office.
No, but it's like...
Do you not react that way?
I've never, ever, been...
Adam, kiss him.
Come here.
But
one of the... you big lummox. You've been asking for it all night. All right, but
what I think, a lot of it is just men insecure with their sex. I think they are so fearful of being gay... And like something, and they're so dumb that they think that something can turn them gay.
But this
is all works into it. You know what I mean?
That is for some of it. Yeah. That's for some of them. But I can tell you, when I am at the porn store, and I'm not there all the time. It's about 5 hours a day, and I'm walking through the section, and I'm like seeing the lesbian section and the Asian section. I'm making my way, and then I get to the gay section. It always takes a second to process, because it just looks like a ball of flesh, and everything's kind of shiny, So you're like, huh? Oh yeah, hey, that chick's got a mustache. Oh! And then you see it, and it's always the same one, which is, oh no. Like, when you smell something really bad and you try to push it back out.
But also, as soon as you know you're in that section and you look up, there's always a guy looking at you.
Sure. Hey, Nicole, what's going on? You're 20?
Yeah.
I don't think we handled that all right.
All right, let's try to power. No, there's nothing wrong with the gay lifestyle. It's just
you're going to be gay. That's all I was doing.
I can't.
When you finally start actually talking to your therapist,
I am trying to be gay, Drew. You know that. I've been trying and trying. It's like liver. I know it's good for me. All right, you have 2 kids.
Yeah, I have 2 kids, and I have really, really big breasts, and I was wondering if there's any way to make them firm again.
Do you have what are called involutional changes, where they're sort of deflated after breastfeeding?
Well, because they're heavy, too, I'm not quite sure if I can... I wear like a 32 double G.
Yeah.
I'm really, really big.
Double G?
At 32, you must be really thin, too.
They're really big. And
Wait a minute. At 32, you have no back, right?
I'm like really skinny around, and
You're really skinny, and you got a double G?
they got a lot bigger when I had kids, and then they never shrank back down.
Wait, what's a double A?
I don't know if they actually...
How do you know it's a double G?
They don't make G's.
What? You have what?
I have bras specially made.
All right. But the point is, the only way that you can really change what's there is with surgery. And you can either have a reduction or an implant, or reduction. Sorry, a reduction would be the procedure if you're really interested in doing something. And what she's saying is they're sort of, gravity is taking its toll.
All right.
There's something called involutional changes.
That's where the G comes in. Gravity.
Involutional changes where they just sort of shrivel up. They look sort of like a fried egg kind of thing.
Oh, that's nice. Come on.
That can be treated with a breast implant.
All right. Let's see. I know we're out of show here.
We're out of time.
Alicia, you're having dreams about girls? Didn't we just talk to
Yes.
Same person?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What? Well, get the hell off the phone, would you? Jesus Christ. So this person's been on... Gio?
Yeah.
You've been on hold for 60 minutes. You heard that clove cigarettes fry your brain?
Something like that.
No. Bad for your lungs, but not bad for your brain.
Not particularly bad, that we know.
All right? Stop smoking them anyway.
I heard that it crystallizes like your blood or your...
All right. Let's just say it does. You'll crystallize your blood.
way more carcinogens.
And one day I'm going to... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to call it... I'm going to have a radio show. I'm going to call it Retards on Medicine. And I have a bunch of stone guys sit around and talk about what they've heard about. I hear that crack drains your spinal
freezes your lung.
Your blood, it crystallizes, and then your spinal...
I hear if you snort coke up your ass,
and then the guy coughed up.
Do you hear about this, like, people that take drugs?
Oh, yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Oh, listen, we'll tell you during the commercial. We'll be back.
You're gay.
Loveline will be right back. Loveline will be right back. Loveline on 92.1 KFMA.
Nobody gets measles anymore, right? Well, there was an epidemic of measles that ended just in 1991. More than 120 people died, many of them children. If they'd been immunized.
Loveline on 92.1 KFMA.
All right, that's it. We're done with the show. Vegas is the name of the Crystal Method CD. Please go out and get that.
That's
yeah.
Right.
You done, Drew?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. And chicks that want to see the Man Show tomorrow, 213-833. We need an all-woman audience. 833-6467. And until next time, Sam Carolla. Yeah, okay.
Really good-looking guys wearing miniskirts.
Okay. With big breasts and vaginas. Until next time, Sam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.